Well, hello, my darlings. I'm Jane B. Lee, author, and another beautiful day out here. Again, a little windy and just a little bit chilly, but oh my God, we got sun and blue sky and everything. It's just so beautiful. Yesterday, I talked a little bit about Pretty in the book, the rough collie that we had talked about, and I had mentioned that growing up, I had a rough collie. This is a rough collie. Wendy. This is a rough collie. So growing up, I had a rough collie, and my mom told me a story about me and the collie, and so I couldn't help but put that story in the book. Now, just to clarify just a little bit, is that Pretty is now named Handsome because she was named Pretty. Some people came in the shop, they said, "What a handsome dog, what's his name?" And Christopher looked down at him and said, "Handsome." Dog looked up and says, "Oh, that's a lot better than Pretty." So that's how it's got there. But this is a short read, but this is just basically straight out of my life. That's what's so funny about it. It's a little bit different, I've just dressed it up for the book, but this is what my mom told me. And with me and the collie, my collie was named Mitzi, not Handsome. Dana had reserved several books at the library. It was about a 20-minute stroll from the house. On a beautiful day, Dana preferred to walk with Alyssa in her stroller and Handsome at the side. The problem at the library was the doors were up 9 steep concrete steps. Dana had left Alyssa asleep in a carriage at the base of the steps. Handsome sat down between Alyssa and the sidewalk and stairway traffic. It took less than 3 minutes for Dana to collect her books from the library. She stopped at the glass door. Looking down at Handsome and Alyssa, they looked so cute there together. Handsome watched as people passed by. If they came a step too close, he bared his teeth. Dana was just about to go down the steps when one woman ventured closer. Looking in the carriage, she saw Lisa and said, "What's your mama doing leaving you out here alone? I need to call the cops. I'll have your mama arrested for child endangerment." She took another step closer to try and take control. Handsome's eyes narrowed. He bared his teeth and lowered his head, emitting a low, dangerous growl. The lady stepped back, a little in shock. Handsome did not back off. Dana came down the steps, her book bag in hand. "What are you doing?" You shouldn't leave a baby alone in the streets. I'm calling the cops on you," she said with an air of righteousness. "Lady, as you can see, she wasn't alone." Dana patted Handsome on the head. "And if you had taken a step closer, you would be bleeding. Then I'd have to call the cops and tell them that you tried to kidnap my kid and got bit by her nanny." The woman threw her nose up in the air. "You just try it," she said as she walked away. Her kind always have to have the last word. Dana looked at Alyssa. She was chewing on her hand. Dana giggled all the way home. So that's came from life. I changed it around for the book, but it actually came from my life. My mom told me about it. And it wasn't a library. It was a revolving door at, I don't know what it was. It was probably a department store or something like that. But that's what happened. She told me there. So that's the funny part. Okay, to business. Okay, the book is Red Bitch's Revenge. I just read you a part of it. It's a double book. It's a very thick novel. 2 novels in one. And working on another one right now. Then there's the other one, Identity. That one came out a few years ago. It's not as big. It's 1/3 the size of Red Bitch's Revenge. And then there's a new one coming up. That's Angel the Assassin. So don't forget, Jane's Adventures in Storyland, www.janesadventuresinstoryland. In there you will find, on my site, you will find poems, you'll find short stories, You'll find things I write about writing and a bunch of other stuff. And a description of the books, and the first chapters of both The Red Bitches of Revenge and Identity. So both the first chapters are in there as well. So I think, and 20% off plus free shipping on all my books on my website. So we'll get that out to you. If you give me the order, I can have it to you out in the mail the next day. Beautiful day. Remember to stay separated from other people. If you're living with somebody right now, please, at this point, 5-6 weeks into it, you might be getting on each other's nerves. So please try and understand the other person and try and cooperate with one another and be nice. Play nice, please. Okay, love you all. Take it easy. Be good.